Good afternoon, everyone, and we welcome everybody for another time to respond to something that has been going on, albeit controversially. My name is Barrister David Nadejuan. I'm a lawyer, and I'm here to respond briefly to a controversial statement credited to a popular and respected elderly clergyman in Nigeria by name Reverend Isaac Omoleyin, that we popularly call Baba Omoleyin. And so the video that came to our attention showed that Baba Omoleyin was saying in that video that uh, sometimes ago, the Mountain Fire Miracle Ministry just was established at Ilorin, and then he just disciplined a particular worker in his church, and because the said man was not going to wait to be disciplined, that one left and went to MFM. And the way he put it, he said, "My friend's church, Olukoya," and that's just because the guy could answer Bible question very well, and the MFM church rushed and quickly appointed him as the youth leader, of MFM Ilorin when MFM just came to Ilorin. And that, as it will happen, before we know it, the said youth leader in MFM Ilorin started impregnating the sisters in MFM church, and one thing is about he kept giving them twins, and that. So he really made mockery of that statement, and for us, we feel like whether it is true, because it is going to be difficult for us to say Baba Omoleyin is telling lies, and so the only way we can either accept and admit what he has said to be true or not is to also call and reach out to the people who were there, that is, as far as MFM Ilorin is concerned. And so today, we have been able to invite our pastors who were there from the beginning of MFM Ilorin, and the and the youth leader who was also there at the time Baba Omoleyin was making reference to this assertion. And it's a pleasure to have them with us to respond to this allegation. Welcome, sir. God bless you, Daddy.
God bless you, sir.
God bless you, Daddy.
God bless you.
God bless you, sir.
God bless you, sir.
And so I think we will just take in this order so that we just have you introduce yourself to us, your name, your position, and who you are, then to Daddy and to this our dear pastor.
God bless you, sir.
Yes, sir.
I'm Pastor Oyewumi Oluwabenga, the MRO SRO of Kwara Mega region. The one in charge of Tanke, that is MFM Tanke Ilorin.
Okay,
So we also had this shocking words because I'm new there, because I was so surprised to be hearing those things and saying that. And I have to beacon to my people. Is it real? So that we can be able to know how to handle the matter.
Thank you very much. When you say MRSRO, you mean Mega Regional Overseer
and Senior Regional Overseer.
Senior Regionals in charge of
Kwara
State. So that is our pastor who coordinates the activity of the entire Kwara State region. Thank you. Daddy, God bless you. Can we meet you?
My name is Charles Obaseki. I'm the chairman of the project committee now of MFM Mega Region, Southwest 3, Ilorin, where I worship.
Okay. God bless you, sir.
Yeah.
So, Daddy?
My name is Adeoye Koyewopo. I happen to be the youth coordinator for Kwara State.
So you are the main man we are waiting to see.
Yeah. Well, if I will say what I know about this, what I heard about this, we heard what Baba Omoleyin said, and we visited him, and he said that for the claims he made was about 30 years ago. By history of Mountain of Fire in Kwara State generally, MFM started 1997. By next year, it's going to be 30 years as claimed by him. So our stand is that this
So sorry, if we may get you. After seeing that clip,
Yes, sir.
you decided to pay me a visit.
Yes, sir.
So you could establish
Yes, sir.
what
Yes, sir.
what. So in trying to now, I won't say maybe deny it, but he has to say that what he said was reference to what happened
Well,
30
he
years ago.
apologized. He apologized and said that, in fact, he said in Yoruba, Toba tabaye ma binu. I remember vividly that's what he said. I wasn't the only one that went there. The
I was there.
SRMRO,
I was there.
and
Was there.
he was there, and other pastors. I think we were about 7 or 8 that were there, that went to him. And
Interesting.
so he said that he was sorry, and we left there. And later, I think we made a phone call, and we told him to pull that down, based on our previous discussion with him. And he was saying that I'm old, I'm 70 years old, there was sort of things like that. But that's all. Just that was all.
This is surprising.
So by if you check the clip again, check the clip that is maybe bloggers or the way you check it, he said categorically it's 30 years ago. And one thing we asked him that day, that please can you tell us the name of the pastor? But I stood up, I said, look at me very, because for you to also be very sure.
Okay, so if I may just make this very clear. How long has the MFM in Ilorin been in existence?
MFM in Ilorin has been in existence in 1997.
Okay.
That will be about
29 years.
29 or 1997.
Okay, 1997, that is 29. So by next year will be when will be 30 years.
Yes.
Okay, so Daddy, you were part of
I was part of it.
from the beginning.
From the beginning.
Okay.
Actually, I was part of the invitation to the GO to establish that church.
MFM in Ilorin.
Yes.
Wow.
In 1997, Full Gospel Businessmen's Fellowship International, they were doing their 10th anniversary.
Okay.
And the guest minister that we invited then, because I was a member of Full Gospel then, and in charge of protocol, I was the chairman of protocol committee.
Okay.
We invited Dr. Dike Olukoya to minister in that program, that 10th anniversary program. There was no MFM church.
In the whole of Ilorin as at that time.
In the whole of
Kwara State.
There was no MFM church. So after the administration, we told him that we were interested. After looking at the program, everybody enjoyed the program, and we approached him that MFM is not in Ilorin, and we would like MFM to be established in Ilorin. So we were able to convince him, and some of the boys he brought along for that, pastors I brought along for that administration, he left
them behind.
He left them behind. Those boys now started
The planting of the church.
And the first service we held was held in Kwara Hotel, because there was no MFM in Ilorin.
Anywhere.
So it was held in the Kwara Hotel. After Kwara Hotel became expensive for us to manage, we now looked for another place, which is Tourist Kitchen. It's a smaller place, it's like a lounge, Tourist Kitchen. So that was where MFM started
from.
Yeah.
So at what point did MFM now get a proper location where it became a proper structure, having pastor, and then at what point do we even, can you say we have the youth assembly?
There was no youth assembly. Because
all this why?
There was no youth assembly. When the church was just starting.
Okay.
Maybe there were people who can call youth
the
group.
Youth in the church.
The youth in the church.
It's not a youth church.
No, there was no youth church.
But this, you have the
they were
youth
in the main church. And maybe youth can do programs, drama, songs, and all. So if they are going to do drama, somebody will organize them among themselves. If they are going to do songs, somebody. So there was, I would say, there was no youth.
So whether
church.
it is even 30 years or whether it's not 30 years, but that you are here, and like you said, you were from the beginning of the establishment of MFM in Ilorin.
Yes.
You are part and parcel of the system. So please, can you tell people who are looking at us, at what point did any matter come up that one of the youth, whether ESCO, whether the pastor or leader, were impregnating girls?
I don't think there was any point. As I said that I was there at the beginning, so were my children. My children too were there at the beginning. Actually, I didn't see that clip initially. It was my son that sent that clip to me from Canada.
Okay. And that your son was also part of the
My
Lord
son
FM
was there
Ilorin.
when there was no structure. They were keeping all technical equipment in somebody's house in Aliyu Estate on the University Road. So they normally carry this equipment every morning by head to
So where they would
to
hold
where
service.
they will hold service. So he was there at the beginning also.
So there's nothing truth about
There's
the claim of Baba Omoleyin
if
that
there was no church at that time, then they
when he
can
said 30 years ago.
If
And
there was-
maybe I say maybe he miscalculated. So that's why it's
You
possible.
see-
Let us say Baba is old. So maybe if Baba says 30 years, maybe it's even 20 years. So that's why I say that was there at any point in
even
time
for 20 years,
nothing of
for
such.
10 years,
Nothing
for
of such.
15 years, there was nothing as such.
And that is interesting. And I love the fact that as the leader, Pastor Somo of the entire Kwara State, you summoned that courage to visit Baba Omoleyin, which is a very good, sign of he's a father. We belong to the same faith. Like Baba, we had you said this to provide clarification on the facts. So please, can you just also throw light that meeting that happened with Baba Omoleyin when you visited him?
Actually, when I heard about this matter, through those people that sent the clips to me through Facebook, I read it and I called Pastor Professor Oyewopo. He's a pastor, he's a professor
He's a
also.
professor.
Yes, happily married. So and I was like, where did you see this one? Did anything happen like this? I said no. So we started looking. When did this information keep on coming? Now, what do? We have to book an appointment with Baba to go and see him in his office. So when he saw us, about 7 or 9 of us, welcome, we introduced ourselves to him. And he now said, this thing has happened 30 years ago. And by the way, MFM hijacked some of these members. And that is, and MFM share when you're going, the most of their members are in MFM.
So,
this and
okay.
that.
So that is actually like the anger now. So you express that.
Yes, but if you have anything with you, let us forget it and go. But we don't want anything to hold us. So that's the point, sir.
Okay, so it's very also instructive that Prof here, the youth leaders at that time, said that Baba apologized.
Yes, so everyone of us about Baba Ijo.
So if his sermon like a mud splashed, we should not. But that's actually not the case. It's not about Tabawa. It's about saying if he's ready to come and establish and prove the fact. And so it's interesting that you say you ask him what's the name of the pastor or the youth person.
Honestly, there was no any evidence. He said he has forgotten that he could not pick up.
He says so.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
He has forgotten the name of the pastor that he suspended.
The one is suspended and the one that came to report. Because he said somebody came to report it there.
Okay, it was a reported speech now.
Yeah.
When you met him.
Yes.
So it's no longer a case of what he did.
Let us get this in clear. He said he suspended a pastor.
Okay. But he doesn't know the name of that pastor.
That's one.
From his church.
Yes. Now the person who came, that the youth pastor from MFM came to report it again. What tell us the name of the person that came. He could not even mention. So there was no any proof or evidence.
It's not even about proof or evidence now, please, because that sermon that Baba Omoleyin gave us at the time he gave it is recent, even though if he's saying that what he's referring has happened 30 years ago. But that message that is going viral was recent.
Yes.
Like he was trying to teach some ministers conference or whatever, and then trying to talk about people are no longer grounded in the teachings and knowledge of the Bible. I made reference to one other pastor who is late now, saying that one did not reference Bible very well.
I think
then he now made reference to Dr. Lukaya. So, but what I'm saying is that if Baba is still mounting pulpit and is still addressing people and in his way and manner trying to always present sermon and teaching like someone who wants to correct what is wrong in the body of Christ. So it means we are right to say Baba is still having everything intact. His memory, his senses, and so everything is okay. So so that is for me, I'm trying to give Baba benefit of the doubt so that we can't be said that maybe Baba, do not remember things, because you cannot mount people to address the whole world and then it will now mean that you say certain things, you are saying it out of loss of memory, as it were. Because if you have not gone to meet him and request that he provide explanation, there is no way anybody will have imagined that Baba will not know the name of the pastor that he suspended from his church.
Yes.
There is no way anybody will have imagined Baba will not know the name of the pastor that came to report that pastor is suspended has gone to MFM and has started impregnating people over there.
Very sad. We asked, we extended our question to this level, and he said, I don't write message. I see it as it comes. So he did not write it down on that. He doesn't have message book or whatever. And I said, how come? We do not have a jotter, a particular place that you wrote something and that people can able to say, these are the points. You're supposed to even write the person's name or whatever. So those things...
You know, I mentioned it that I did not see that clip initially. It was my son that sent the clip.
And it went viral.
Then we had an argument. I said, maybe my son said no.
No.
That is not possible.
Because your son was part of the youth, part of the church all through the period.
Was a university student then.
It is well. And so when you now say Baba should apologize, that he said he made a call, so, and what did he now say? Okay, he apologized. You say you requested that I should pull it down.
Yes, and he said no, that he can't.
He can't pull it down. He can't pull it down.
He said he can't pull it down.
So he admitted that what he said was not true, but he won't be able to pull it down because he's 70 years.
Yes.
Interesting. Okay, so that is where we are. The name again, Professor?
Adeoye.
Professor
Adeoye.
Oyewo. So that is our youth leader. As at the time Baba was referencing that MFM in Ilorin had a particular youth leader that was taken from his church and was busy impregnating sisters and giving them twins in MFM. How many things do you have, sir? No. It could be possible that because he has history that you have twins.
No.
Interesting. And you never impregnated any twins.
No.
It is well. Maybe Baba is trying to prophesy twins into your life.
I know. I don't want such.
You don't need any. All right. Thank you for coming, Daddy. We appreciate your presence here. And so we hear from our daddy, who were the founding fathers of MFM Ilorin, and they've told us how actually MFM came to Ilorin, and MFM has not even reached 30 years, and all the period in question, there is nothing like any youth or whether leader or member or ESCO impregnated anybody. Not to talk about impregnating twins as alleged, not even exaggerated.
I think I would want to say that with all my time in MFM Ilorin,
yes, sir.
I would want to say that MFM Ilorin has been a very matured, disciplined, where youths have grown to become responsible people. Because if once I sit down here, I can visualize the boys in the technical room that have gone.
They grew under your watch.
Yes, that have gone all over.
Globally.
Yes.
And here we have our unit that becoming a professor now.
The boy I'm talking about, my son now, they were friends.
Back then.
Yes, and today he's a professor.
Interesting. As a contrary to the impression to make it look like MFM
and
just
even
a place where
there are more than one pastor that is a professor in the
youth church
in the ministry
that grew up from the youth from Ilorin. Thank you so much. Thank you for your time, and thank you for coming, at least to let the whole world hear directly from those who established MFM Ilorin and the youth pastor or the youth leader who was there as at this time, and we've heard from him. And thank you, Daddy, the MRO, who by his initiative took the step to visit Baba Omoleyin out of courtesy, out of respect, and Baba could not provide evidence or fact, not even the name of the so-called pastor that he suspended and the one that came to now reported to him. So it is what it is, viewers and everybody. That is the way we will be ending this response. We will not say Baba Omoleyin told lies, but at least from what you guys have heard now, there is one that can be established, that everything he said about MFM taking somebody from his church who he was on a discipline, but because he refused to be disciplined, now turned out to become a youth leader in MFM impregnating. There is nothing truthful about that statement, as you can hear from those who were there. And the second thing is that when they visited him, it was established that Baba make reference to the fact that, oh, when MFM came to Ilorin, MFM busy, taking people's member, churches member, that is, those that were attracted by the MFM messages,
and prayers.
miracles, prayers, leaving other, ministry. I think maybe one of those things are what Baba is still holding grudges about. Only God knows. But we hope Baba will be able to overlook and forgive, because it is the same one body of Christ. After all, when we get to heaven, there is no MFM, there is no CSC, there is no Redeem. All of us are supposed to work towards, the mark of the calling, to be rapturable at the end of the day. And it's also important to also state that for Baba to apologize, behind closed door, and will not do the honor or pulling down the controversial video that he has not been able to substantiate and establish the fact. He say so much about the person of Baba. But we respect him. We come to give him the reverence and the due respect that he is being the father, he is being a leader. But at the same time, I think it will be very, very good next time when Baba is coming to Mount Podium, because he's a global voice. It's a voice that reasons with so many persons, that resonate with so many conscience, particularly when people are talking about the riots in the body of Christ and things that are not going well. When Baba Omoleyin Mount Podium and wants to speak to the controversies, everybody see him as somebody who is trying to put the facts right, set the record straight, and to correct some wrongs. But it's now ironical that Baba will, I won't say willingly or knowingly or consciously, but it appears that is what it is now, to come and distort facts and tell stories that never existed. But that is what it is. But for viewers that are busy sharing and spreading, the lies, and what never existed because it's coming from Baba Omoleyin, it's our appeal to you that you desist, because while we might not be going beyond what we have done with Baba Omoleyin by visiting him because of his position and respect, any other page blogger sharing what is not correct and you are unable to establish it after this, whatever action we deem necessary to take by spreading such untruthful statements, I think we'll be justified in that. So thank you, everybody, and God bless you. Daddy,
Thank you,
I
sir.
appreciate your time for coming. God bless you, Pastor.
thank you.
God bless you for your time.
Thank you.
And we really appreciate the insight and the first-hand experience you have shared to clear this information and this rumor.